Danny Staten here on the Daily Dan blog. I'm back with another comic book review. You know, I catch a lot of crap on the Daily Dan blog in my little comic book reviews because I don't take enough time to check out superheroes. That's right, I never hardly ever do anything superhero. You know, because most superhero comics are just too good to crap on it. I like to crap on a comic book. So here's one Dave Sunstorm might not necessarily call the good stuff. Not brand Echh. Yeah. Who says comic books have to be good? For Bushman. You know this is going to be classic. It's a number 5 from 1967 with a really cool 12-cent price tag. It's a comic book beatdown on superheroes. You can't get no better than that, right, guys? And the cool part is, Stan Lee did it. Stay tuned. That's right, guys. Today I'm getting to not necessarily the good stuff. A Marvel comic book from, when was it? From 1967, featuring Hulk versus the Thing with different names? What? Big peace and quiet issue. Well, I'm going to make a lot of noise about it, so let's pop it open and see what it looks like on the inside. And what could be the biggest waste of an inside cover I've ever saw in my life, we tackle. You can have the cream that cures your jacket or pimples or something. So I would call this the original Mad Magazine. That's right, the original make fun of superhero stuff going on as the Thug versus the Buck in a superhero clash of champions that we'll review later. We're going to find out how Bushman came to be. If I was writing the story of Bushman, for Bushman, it would be a knockout winner. And check out this. It's the Boar. The Boar? Is that what they calling him in this? Thor's the Boar? Alrighty. And, of course, we get a little quick henchman award. Oh, God. So, in full, wonderfully drawn panels brought to you by the Daily Dan blog and drawn and presented by Stan the Man Lee and Jack King Kirby. And you know, anytime them two guys get together on a comic book, it's going to be good. We learned about the origin of Bushman with fake Daredevil, Spidey, the Thug, the Thor, all these goofy, misnamed characters are going to try to figure out how Charlie Brown made it and Dr. Doom created for Bushman. That's right, Dr. Doom went in his junk antique drawer. He took his junk antiques and mixed it with a vial of speed, a vial of heat, a vial of crap, or whatever come out of that superhero's butt. He stole Spider-Man's aunt's Spidey garlic bread and added it too. And while we're making up the mixture cocktail that turns Far Bushman into Far Bushman, we get an ad for some really cool pennies, coins, and rare cents you could have ordered back in 1967. If you had the intelligence to order this money back then, you are probably a millionaire now. With all the genetic material and all the little Speed Force and vials of blood from all the superheroes Far Bushman has created and escapes the clutches of Dr. Doom to come under the control of the Green Wasp, or whatever they call him, the Green Hornet in this one. Oh my God! I just want to pull my hair out already as Juggernaut keeps his real name. Oh my God! So in all the comic book action of a Marvel, you see Juggernaut crash the scene. Juggernaut goes one-on-one with everybody. Juggernaut wants to make funds with the Far Bushman, but Far Bushman's a little far bushy and jumps and squats to get away as Juggernaut goes down into a puddle and drowns to death. Far Bushman is a hero. All the other superheroes, including the not-so-fantastic foursome, run to congratulate him. Long live our new hero. Oh, jeez. That's right. Far Bushman is celebrated all over the land as the greatest hero. The cops cry in happiness that Far Bushman has brought the evil Juggernaut to an end. Juggernaut has went down for the count. And with all that action, we get a really cool comic book ad for a comic book that is just off the chain. You could have ordered it right here in the back of this comic book, as well as lots of other things. You could have had song ideas. You could. You could have had rockets, man. You could have shot rockets back in the day. I'm going to have to make a short about this page. Really? What the hell? Really? And that's the way that story ended, guys. Well, and we'll just move on to the next story. It's like that. Revengers, Charlie America. The Captain America ripoff with Metal Man. And whatever crappy name they're calling Thor. Oh, jeez. Stan Lee, what have you done in this mishmash mess-up comic book? The Avengers fish Captain America out of the ocean, and he's in a block of ice. Yeah, because that's the way he was found. The Avengers find Captain America in a block of ice. It's, oh God, the Revengers. Between the mighty power of the flea, who we'll just call the tick, and the boar, they managed to break the ice free in Charlie America. Charlie America springs to his feet thinking it's 1944 and wanting to roll a smoke. The Metal Man tries to stop, but with one slippery slop, the boar knocks Metal Man right out of his socks. Charlie America is stunned, and now I want to cry. Thank God for really cool commercials. And I finally got one I can talk about because it was America's Best TV Comics, and they were live on Saturday morning, ABC TV. Back when you had the Fantastic Four. I can't wait to make a short about this. They had the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man jamming. Fantastic Four and Spider-Man jamming on a Saturday morning. You had Casper the Friendly Ghost. What the freak? Well, anyway, Journey to the Center of the Earth was out, and I thought that was a most awesome show. Too bad it got canceled. King Kong had his own show. George of the Jungle had his own show. And, of course, it was 1967. The Beatles had their own show. In my older days, Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, Casper, Journey to the Center of the Earth, and King Kong was still around. George of the Jungle and the Beatles? Not so freaking much. So we just want to get all the superheroes in here, right? So, in full panels brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog. We have rescued Captain Charlie America from the ocean. We take him to see the submariner, fishman. We'll just call him Charlie Tuna. We take him to see Charlie Tuna, and the flea is all happy to see his friend Charlie Tuna. Charlie America kisses the flea in happiness as they all head back to form the Revengers. And now you have the whole story of how Charlie America joined the Revengers. And you heard it here first on the Daily Dan Blog as war breaks out in the Pacific. Soon, the Nazis will go to war with the Revengers. The end. Thank God it's the end. Hey, if you bought this comic book in 1967, that's right, for 99 cents, you could have learned karate and kicked the crap out of the bully on the beach. You know, everybody should have did that, right? I know a guy named Harper that probably should order it now. And you know you can't go wrong when you join fan clubs for cartoon characters, and here's how you could have did that back in 1967, and apparently change was real big back then. You could have ordered all kind of change in these comic books in 67. If you did it, you're a millionaire now, like I said before. I think I never ordered no change. And just like in the WWE, before we go on to the main event, when a thug and a Bulk bust together and do a WWE Royal Rumble style battle, and I give you Hulk versus Thing and living comic book action, this is the part where I should do a few shout-outs. Well, as always, I want to say a special shout out to Dave Sunstorm and his incredible brother, Steven Sunstorm. You know, the good stuff, guys, here on YouTube. My hero, Dave. Big shout out. Pat McCormick at the Golden Rage of TV. Got some new stuff coming out. Be sure to check out Pat McCormick. My girl, baby, Chrissy at Brain Benders Banners. You know, I can see me there every Saturday night on her panel. A special shout out to Corey over at Corey's Comedy Channel. You know, the only YouTube guy with business cards. My friend, the unapologetic geek, E. McGill. Be sure to check out his book, Paradox. You can see me on his shows Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern most weeks. on YouTube. And be sure to check out Bigfoot Michigan Rob True Cryptid Encounters. Bigfoot Rob Book 2 is out. You must check it out. And now, a few other shout-outs. The big shout out to my Flockers Everywhere, Sarah, my producer. Thank you for helping me and Thrash Pondo Pond Show on YouTube. Speaking of Thrash Pondo Ponds, be sure to check out Thrash Pondo Ponds, my partner in crime, over on the YouTube channel. You can see us there every other week at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We're Thrash and Dan save the world. It's true. Be sure to check out the Nostalgic Pod Blast Chance. Our good friend, you can see him with us a lot of the time. Retro Nerd Girl, AAP Homestead, AAP for Life, the Life Inside Indian Channel, and of course, one of my favorites, Supernatural Crossroads Eric. He's back. Paranormal Highway, Gypsy Road Eric has relaunched with Supernatural Crossroads. Be sure to check that out here on YouTube. Now, back to the comic book review. So, YouTube, I have to give credit where credit's due. Even though this book's a total piece of crap and makes fun of all the really cool superheroes, I have to say it's drawn really well. It's worded really good. The stories don't make a lot of sense, but what do you expect? It's Stan Lee and King Kirby doing their thing in a spoof-style ripoff of Mad Magazine of the time, back in the day. Anyway, from 1967, I bring you the main event. The ever-loving Thug versus the incredible Bulk. Thing versus Hulk. Need I say more? I did superhero stuff. You should all be happy now, kind of. So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog. Oh no, there goes Tokyo. Hulk has took a jump. Hulk comes down, crashes in the forest, upsets the Thug thing, whatever. Thing hears it, jumps out the damn airplane, lands. He's a fall in the earth. He falls to earth and lands right where the bulky, hulky thing is, and they get into it right off the rip. We're going to have a big old fight. That's all that matters, right? It don't matter how we get here. He fell off the plane, literally landed right beside the Hulk. What luck! I know that didn't go too good for the Thing as him and Hulk prepare to do battle. And it's easy to call. It's calling it like JR. Yeah, good old JR. I can call it like JR as Hulk and Thing begin their incredible battle. It looks like the Thing puts the snap mare on the Hulk, sending him flying into the bus across the road. Thing runs over, grabs Hulk from the back, and pretends to do the backhead smash made famous by the Russians back in 1988. Thing celebrates with a Colucci jump and a loud scream and incredibly bad breath. Wah, wah, wah. And then we get a commercial, that wonderful commercial for all the really cool things we could have had back in 1967. You could have ordered all this garbage. I probably ordered a lot of this garbage. I know I ordered the labels with my little name and address. I ordered some magic tricks. I didn't order the poems because I wasn't a wuss, but I probably ordered them rockets and that ugly... I ain't going to say that on YouTube. So with the final full panel delivery brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog, looks like Thing is getting the best of the Hulk as he slams him out through the building. He hits Hulk so hard they wind up in another comic strip in another comic book. But luckily, Thing knocks him back and then Hulk slams him back into the fate world from the other world. And then Hulk does, a bad thing. Hulk gets angry. I thought he got turned into the Hulk when he gets, this is reverse world. Okay, I get it. He got angry. He got mad. And in reverse world, in weird world, he got mad and turned into a human. Starts cussing out the Thing who is still the Thing. I see this ending really bad for the Hulk. And also, when he turned back from the bulky Thing to the human, how the hell did his glasses come back with him? Anyway, the Comics Code people thought that was too much, and the Comics Code police showed up, put the kibosh on everything, told them they couldn't do no more fighting in comic books. Y'all through, get drunk, party, and roll on. Game over. The end. What a horrible comic book. I hope you really enjoyed my piece of garbage comic book. I know I did. Oh, boy. And here's some really cool things to check out in the back is the letters page where you can take your time, Marone. Take your time, brother. Read every word, Michael Marone, because you are that guy. Look forward to your report. And what a horrible way to finish it off. A seed contest and wholesale cars, because I'm sure anybody reading this comic book in '67 was going to do a little car shopping after the book. And the comic book industry was so sad in 1967. They literally had to put ads on the back of their comic book to try to find somebody to help draw this garbage. That is sad, really, really a sign of the times right there, buddy. That's my look at new brand. Ugh! And it sounds like you're puking when you go, ugh! I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't. It's a 12-cent comic, a number 5 from 1967. I love the cover. It's a classic. People's been saying I should do some superhero stuff, and well, I finally got around to it. What do you think about it now? Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and I'll be back next time with another comic book review that you'll probably hate even worse than this one. Blog over.